The Washington Capitals finished second in the NHL in the regular season last year, and they made it to the second round. Pretty good season for a team that barely squeaked in the year before and looked to be on the downspout. And also, they kind of rode the high of the Alexander Ovechkin beating Wayne Gretzky goal thing, which was amazing and magical. What makes this year interesting, they finished last year with 111 points. BetMGM has their over-under at
107.5.
That's pretty high.
I'm going to say like 97.5.
96.5, Jesse.
There you go.
What?
That's right. And the over is the higher odds. And I think that's really interesting because I'm not going to lie, I kind of agree.
Yeah. No, the betting odds are like they're in line with like the Rangers.
Yeah. Yep.
You think
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What on earth?
A lot of things went really, really right for the
I'm
Washington
going to
Capitals
spoil
last
it
year.
right now. I have them first.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
No, I think people are completely misreading the Capitals.
Okay, so first off, last year, something that went really well for them was Logan Thompson. Charlie Lindgren was good. Logan Thompson was great.
If they're going to take a step back, that's where it is, because that's difficult to replicate.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that concern.
But it's a good tandem.
He's already walking back.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't sound like a first place team, doesn't
No,
it?
We
listen.
got 3 seconds into it.
I'm not Adam with, the Ducks are going to make it. Oh, they stink.
I didn't
Oh,
say
the
that.
Ducks stink and I hate
You're
them.
projecting right
I
now.
hate Anaheim.
He is.
So listen, Charlie Lindgren had a good year the year before, got them into the playoffs. Logan Thompson was really the star last year. If they can combine those things, I think ultimately it's the best goaltending tandem in their division. No question. And that's,
Unless you consider Shesterkin a tandem.
yeah, he might be on his own.
On
right?
his own.
Those two guys are really, really great. But both guys in their careers have been prone to severe ups and downs. So it's a question of what happens. Now, what I see on the back end here, and again, I really respect what the Capitals have done because they were able to find some of these guys, like the Jake Chychrun trade. You go back and you look at what they paid Ottawa for Jake Chychrun. It's robbery.
It's a pittance.
Robbery. And he's re-signed there. John Carlson's deal is being discussed as we speak, but he's making $8 million this year, UFA next. Matt Roy, they outbid the lease for him because they were willing to go an extra year. Rasmus Sandin, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Faravari, McElraith, Chisholm. Like there's some good players on this team. I think as far as defense goes, that's pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the rare examples around the league where they basically got to keep the whole band together back there. And Faravari and Sandin are each going to be a year older, and you would think a year better. So, like, in terms of how do I see the Capitals going backwards, it ain't there. Mm-hmm. If anything, I think they could have moderate improvement.
Well, one of the things that I saw, I did a lot of the watch-alongs for that first round against Montreal, and one of the things I saw, especially in the playoffs, was how well that defense core moves the puck. Like Lane Hudson for Montreal, beautiful puck mover. But it's like him.
The whole core does it.
The whole core with Washington can do it.
And Washington has Cole Hudson.
That's right.
That's right.
Who's going to be the better Hudson.
The better Hudson. Yeah.
And they got him thanks to trading Beck Malenstein to the Buffalo Sabres.
That's one of your favorite guys, I think, mostly because of his name. Beck Malenstein.
Because the trade came down, they're like, oh, yeah, Beck Malenstein for a second. And I went, I know an insane amount of hockey players. Who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that? And he's fine.
Yep.
A second?
Now, looking at their forward group, this is where the questions start to arise. We've already seen Alexander Ovechkin tweak something. This might be his last year. It might not. We don't know. Mm-hmm. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Boy, did that deal work out. Tom Wilson.
Shut up.
Finally healthy.
Sorry.
Dylan Strome. Man, what a season. Mm-hmm. Alexi Protas. And they've got his brother, too.
Yeah, Ilya, the pro tie.
They were even able to find huge minutes from Anthony Beauvillier, and everybody liked seeing Connor McMichael take that step forward. I think Spencer Carberry deserves a ton of credit. I think he's a future Jack Adams winner.
And he'll still be there.
He will.
Who did they lose?
Everything in Washington went exactly right. No major injuries, no major losing streaks.
Right.
And I don't think that's repeatable. And that's where my question, especially with this forward group, everybody had a career year.
So that's luck. And I don't know how to account for that, right? Like, we all make our predictions at the beginning of the season, and if someone's best player gets hurt and we had them first, well, yeah, it's going to screw my pick.
Yeah.
I think the Wild are going to contend for the President's Trophy. Kaprizov's down. They might not make the playoffs. Like, you can't account for that. The goaltending, it's difficult to replicate that. But I look at the whole rest of the team, and I'm like, they're all back. Plus a guy like McMichael is older. Plus a guy like Protas is a year older.
And the younger Protas is probably trying to crack the lineup this year.
Ilya Protas is friggin' unbelievable. If you watched on SDPN last season, he was all over our highlights. Sandin's going to be a year older and better. Ferravari going to be a year older and better. And they're getting Ryan Leonard, who they only had for a cup of coffee.
And he was great.
Last year. Yeah, he played 9 games. He was great. He was willing to fight. He can bang and crash. So you could argue on paper they're even better.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at Logan Thompson maybe taking a little step back and the improvements they're going to make internally with their roster as a wash.
Interesting.
I see.
I didn't mean to do that.
The players you named, Protas, McMichael, and Protas and Michael in particular, like those performances are repeatable because they're 24-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. Protas scored 30 goals last season. That is very repeatable for him at his age and his development curve. He should be repeating that performance. Yeah. So I think you should only expect the team to get better in those areas. Same with McMichael, a 26-goal scorer. He can be a 30-goal scorer this season. So if you have those young pieces, plus Ryan Leonard, I'm so happy you brought him up. He's going to be a star. You should expect the veterans to kind of hold steady and do what they're doing. Dylan Strome was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it's great to see.
But like, maybe this is just what he is at his career now because he's still late 20s.
Yeah, he was a high draft pick, maybe a late bloomer.
Yeah, maybe just a late bloomer. So I think the young kids get better. The veterans stay steady. The defense is so solid and underrated from top to bottom. So I don't understand why the Washington can't be like where they were-ish last season.
By the way, I just realized the answer to my question, who the hell did they lose? Andrew Mangiapane.
Yes.
You'll live. He's a good player. He's a very good player.
And I think they expected to.
Yeah, you will live.
What the brilliance of the Washington Capitals was they took a bunch of project guys that were not working out where they were. Protest guys too. They took those guys, but they took Logan Thompson. They took Charlie Lindgren. They took Pierre-Luc Dubois. They took Andrew Mangiapane, and they were able to find roles and look at the money Mangiapane got in Edmonton. That's a really great bounce back year for him.
So why do you think they suck?
I don't think they suck. I have questions about how many points they're going to be able to harvest from this division, given that the Rangers are better. I think the Pens are going to get worse. I think that I'm going to look at the rest of it. I think Carolina's a very good team. I think New Jersey's not going to be as soft as they were last year.
I agree.
It's so many injuries. That is where I think Carolina's the best team in the division. I think New Jersey, until they prove they're better than Carolina, is number 2. That means Washington's number 3. And I think they took advantage of the fact that Carolina went through some transitions last year with the Mikko Rantanen trade and all that stuff. New Jersey had major injuries. I think if things had played out, and New York were non-competitive.
What about the Islanders getting worse this season?
Yeah, that's true too, Jess. I think, though,
the Penguins and Islanders by the end of the season could be catastrophic.
I just don't think I can't look at this division and go, yes, Washington is definitively better than New Jersey or definitively better than Carolina in the regular season. And I saw what they did in the second round last year, and I'm like, I mean, you listen.
Yeah, you weren't a fan of their playoff performance.
I wasn't,
at all.
And you know what? They got Montreal, and no disrespect to Montreal, but Montreal's not in the playoffs if Boston had played normal.
Ironically, Washington looked a lot like they did in 16-17 with the Leafs.
Yeah.
Where it's like, why are you struggling with this?
Yeah. I mean, listen,
why aren't you killing us?
Montreal was just not at their level. Straight up.
They finished them in 5 games.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't,
they did.
It wasn't like it was game 7 with the Leafs OT or game 6.
It's the playoffs. Like, how many times do you see like a 4 games, each game is 5-1 loss? You just don't see it.
But there were some things where I was like, and then you saw in the second round.
It's playoffs versus regular season, though.
I know.
Like, and I looked at it differently.
Okay.
than you did. I looked at the division and I go, because they're number one. And I go, how do I justify the Devils being above them?
Because the Devils were good before this. And Washington was not.
It was a couple
Washington
years ago.
snuck in the year. Yes, but you have to look at why.
Yeah.
Right? Everything went right for Washington. New Jersey, injury. The talent there was still there, though.
And what we have in front of us is, like, at the time we're recording this, Luke Hughes isn't even signed.
He doesn't need to be.
It is, well, they're good, but like if he's going to make the amount of money that we think he's going to, yes, he does need to be. He's going to make that money because he's really good. And as for the Hurricanes, I'm like, what did they do to get over the Caps? And I just wasn't able to do it.
Well, they don't. Over the Caps, no problem. I think Carolina is the best team in the division, no question. What do they do to get over the hump in the playoffs? They don't.
No,
they are who they are.
I couldn't justify putting them above the Capitals in the regular season.
So you have them first.
And yes, I have them first. And is what Logan Thompson did repeatable? That's the big question with the Capitals. I look at the Hurricanes and I'm like, they have two splody goalies. Like, one of them is splody in that he may only get to 20 games, may play 50. And then Kochetkov is great on a lot of nights and then allows like 6 or 7.
But, Steve, they've had that for 3 years. And they've gotten to the conference final 2 of those 3 years.
We're talking about the regular.
Where did you end up in the division? So I have the Capitals first.
Okay. Jess, where do you have them?
I have them second.
I have them third.
Wow.
I don't think they're better than New Jersey.
I got 1, 2, 3 on the panel.
The over-under has them barely making the playoffs, and I think that's insane.
That's insane. Yeah.
That's insane.
I would take the over on that.
Yes.
That is your Washington Capitals season preview.